Good evening, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing well on this Wednesday, May the 1st. You always know that when the calendar turns over to May, it really is spring, whether Mother Nature agrees with us or not. But welcome on this first day of May. That means we've got five What's News in May. And let me tell you, the month ahead is jam-packed. Jam packed. And we are looking forward to having lots and lots of fun. I am going to give you a heads up right now, and we will just keep repeating it throughout the month. Matt doesn't even have a slide because I just thought of it, but we will be closed on the Saturday of the Victoria Day weekend. We are always closed Sunday and Monday, so that's not an issue, but we typically close on the long weekends in the summertime, so that we all get to enjoy a little bit of the summer weather. So start marking that in your calendar. Believe it or not, that's only 3 weekends from now. So yeah, summer, the first long weekend of summer is almost upon us. That's a little bit crazy. While we're talking about weekends, and Matt does have a slide for this, this Saturday is National Scrapbook Day. Now, this is titled National Scrapbook Day. Some people call it International Scrapbook Day. Regardless, it is a day to celebrate our love for scrapbooking and memory keeping. And dare I be so bold as to expand it to all kinds of paper crafting. So if you do mini albums, if you are card maker, if you are just into anything that loves paper, take a moment.
It should be National Paper Crafting Day.
You know what? We'll have to Google that. Maybe there is a National Paper Crafting Day, but I know NSD is typically widely celebrated in our community. So all I'm going to say is watch your inbox Friday morning. We're gonna expand the day into a weekend and do some celebrating. So just keep your eye on your inbox for Friday morning. That'll be Friday, May the 3rd. And of course, watch our social and all that good stuff as well. So that is this weekend, the first weekend in May. All right, we got eyeballs on, Matt. We got people chiming in, saying hello.
There were a few people, yes.
Excellent. Back in the grind after my trip. So here I am. And, you know, the fun part is some of this stuff came in while I was gone. So it is a surprise for this girl, too.
Isn't it always?
Well, to be fair, it usually is. But this is where you find us. If you are new, this is Sherry from the Paper Crafters Workshop. We are a local independent store in Stouffville, just north of Toronto. And my picture's getting a little pixelated. Let's see.
I don't think your camera's happy today.
Yeah, things are not super happy. Anyways, papercraftersworkshop.ca. Matt can put the URL up on a banner as well. And we also know that we are up against some very stiff competition on the virtual airwaves tonight with Mr. Tim Holtz and Jennifer McGuire hanging out with the team at Hero Arts. So those of you who are watching us live, thank you very much for tuning in. All right, let us get on with business. Let's take care of some business. I am going to start. Yeah, my camera's really...
It's slow. It's really slow in focusing today.
Okay, well, you know what, folks?
You're going to have to go slow.
I'm going to have to go slow. Is it slow on YouTube as well?
Yeah, it's everything.
A little bit laggy?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know what, guys? Technology as it is. I'm going to start off by sharing with you these dies. They do call them stamp and die sets because there is a little teeny tiny sentiment die that comes with each one of these sets. And if you saw us at Scrap Fest, if you are one of our lovely ladies who is at the Scrapathon in St. Mary's this past weekend, and if you joined us last night for Alexis's Learning Live, you may have already seen these. But just in case you've missed all three of those opportunities, let me tell you a little bit about these Crafter's Companion die sets. that are phenomenal for making cards, but you could absolutely use them for scrapbooking as well. So we start off with, this is many congrats, and let me flip it over. And when you see the setup here, they're going to be the same for all 4 sets. There is a large panel die.
It's not focusing. Yeah, you're not getting any focusing whatsoever on it.
Okay.
Don't go so close. It was better when you were further away.
Okay, so there is a large rectangle die that cuts out the primary or one of the primary words. In this case, it is many. Now you can either cut it out of the background or you can cut it out of a separate panel and use the letters, whatever you decide. And then there is the complementary word. In this case, it is congrats. Then there are little accompanying pieces like banners, like stars. And then, like I said, there is a little teeny tiny stamp set. This one says you did it. So many congrats. You did it. We have with love, now and always. We have special friend, you are loved. This one's got flowers and butterflies. Sorry, I'll go back to this one here. This one has flowers and foliage. This one has flowers and a butterfly. And this, excuse me, happy birthday. Hope it's the best yet. This is also got cute little flowers. And of course, you can mix and match. So you could do special birthday. You could be happy you're my friend. You could be, love my friend. You could be congrats friend. He definitely can mix and match. And so there's different. So 8 pieces, 12 pieces, 8 pieces, 10 pieces over here. Regular price of $17.99. We are continuing to extend our Scrap Fest deal and have them available for only $15. So get them while supplies last. I think a few people picked them up last night after Alexis's video, but definitely great staples to have in your stash. The other thing I will point out is that all these dies are small enough to fit in a smaller die cutting machine. If you have them, you do not need to have a big and regular one. And that may come into play in a little bit later on in that live. So those are new-ish from Crafter's Companion.
These don't flip through pages.
Just go. Okay.
Place and leave.
Place and leave. All right.
That's all you can do.
All right. So next up is some new Stampin' Dies from Hunky Dory Moonstone. Yeah, we are really glitchy tonight.
That's your camera because there's nothing on Wi-Fi. So.
Okay. These are Stamp and Die, again, combos. These are sentiments. So they have sentiments and sayings, but they also have a coordinating shape die. Actually, I know we don't want to be moving around too much.
Yeah, you can't move your finger, you can't move your hands, you can't do any of that stuff.
Well, that's going to be hard. I talk with my hands.
Yeah, well, we may just have to cut this off, so this is not good.
Okay, well, do we want to cut bait now? And
that's up to you. It's not focusing. It's not doing anything.
Okay, well, you know what? What's the audience saying? Are they saying it's glitchy for them too?
Oh yeah, it's definitely glitchy. But if you place and leave.
Okay, so we'll place and leave, and we will see what we can do to get through this and keep on going on. So these 2 dies over here on the left.
Don't touch.
Don't touch. I know. I'm sorry. Are banners, and they've got great little sentiments like sending love and hugs. So thankful for you. Speedy recovery. Home sweet home. Thinking of you. Excuse me. And then the 2 on the right are the dies actually cut out the sentiments. So things like thank you so much, thinking of you, love and hugs, birthday wishes on your special day, congratulations. And you can see this one on the left here, which I'm trying really, really hard not to point to. They used the sentiment in the background and then popped up a little sentiment as well. So those are brand new. And you know what? If you want a closer look, if this technology really isn't working for you, all you have to do is go to our website, go into the new arrivals. Are these in May new arrivals, Matt, or are they in April?
I don't remember. It could be either one.
Okay. Given that it's May 1st, likely it's in April new arrivals. Check there first. Then you can look in May new arrivals. If you don't see them, there won't be too much there. But go and check them out online, or just type in the brand name, which is Moonstone. Then things should pop up as well. All right.
Ellen says they're in April.
They're in April. Thank you, Ellen. Also from Moonstone, let me get them out slowly. We have some shape dies and frame dies. So we've got the one on the left here is called the Scalloped Edge Picture Frames. Lots of 4 great shapes: oval, square, rectangle, and circle. They are stitched around the inside. I'm just going to take one, slowly flip it over because I want to see. Yes, it does actually cut out the center as well. So it is a true frame. It is not just a scallop shape. It is a true frame. You could always pop in a circle of that same color if you wanted it to appear more solid. Here is a beautiful blooms frame that has flowers around the outside. Again, a true, no, this one does not cut out the center. But you could do that with a rectangle die very easily. And a great sentiment that says, sending you sunshine and smiles today and always. Third one is called brushstroke frame. This one would be fantastic for Father's Day or anything on the more masculine side. It's got some great tags that says, here's to new adventures. So you know what? This one would be really cool. That's this one right here. Slowly. See, I touched it and I was slow. I was good. Those will make great photo mats. So again, from a scrapbooking standpoint, you could definitely use these dies and have lots of fun with it. The little tags say, here's to new adventures, many happy returns, you're the best. And lastly, over here on the far right is a multi-aperture square window. Aperture is one of those crafting words that is very tricky to say, but basically it means various windows. So each one of these squares is stitched around the outside and also cuts out the opening to give you, slowly, to give you a stitch square that pops out of that window as well. So brand new fun stuff from Hunky Dory Moonstone. All right. Who likes sticky stuff? Actually, no, sorry. Before I get to the sticky stuff, let me talk to you about, stay in the Hunky Dory realm. This is a whole pack, 30 card bases and envelopes. They are deckled edge card blanks. And when I say deckled edge, I'm going to try and do this slowly. Hopefully the camera grabs it. It's got a zigzaggy, almost torn look to the edges of these cards. There are 3 different sizes. There is a 6x6, an A6, and an A5. And A5 is big. I want to say that is even bigger than a 5x7. And this A6 one is a little bit like an A2, but I think it's a little bit taller and maybe not quite as wide. So some fun little sizes. And again, you get the envelopes with them, so you don't have to worry about finding envelopes that are going to fit. So that is the Decal Edge Card Blank and Envelope Mega Buy from Hunky Dory. Now I will go on to sticky stuff and tools. We just brought in some new stuff from Hunky Dory. This is all Hunky Dory. All you purple fanatics are going to really like these. Okay, that's the open one. Oh, there's the not open one. So we've got some new glue. We've got some new purple tape. So that's like the best ever craft tape from Spellbinders for your die cutting and masking and that kind of thing. We have a new tool tray in that beautiful purple. And yes, before you guys ask, Darlene has already taken one of these home. We've got a new burnishing tool. So that burnishing tool is almost like a bone folder. It does not have a point, so I don't know how well it would work in a scoring tool, but this is great for burnishing your folds once you've got it scored, burnishing that fold so it's nice and crisp and clean. Also really good if you use a lot of the Be Creative double-sided tape. You always like to give that a good burnish to make sure it sticks down before you peel the adhesive. I talked about the purple tape, and then we have 2 new liquid adhesives. And we like to try things out before we offer them up to you. And this has already got the team's seal of approval. So we have this one here, which is called a glue pen. And I'll do it off camera. It just has a pen-like tip. It is not a super fine tip like you will have on your, let me do this here, on your art glitter or that kind of thing. But if you want something that's easy to squeeze, this one is a great option. It is called the Premier Craft Tools Craft Glue Pen. Really easy to squeeze. The glue will dry matte and clear like most liquid glues. Really, really fun. And then this one here, what is its official name? Craft Construction Glue. It is a clear liquid, and if you are a fan of the Helmer 450, which is Deanna's favorite glue, then this one is very similar. It even smells the same. What our team liked about this is that the bottle squeezes a little bit easier than the Helmer's one. So if you want to try something new, we don't have many bottles in right now because like we said, we wanted to try it first before we really went deep. But if you want to be one of our guinea pigs, give one of these a try and let us know what you think. So those are some new tools and glue and sticky stuff from our friends at Hunky Dory. And again, if you just need everything purple, then maybe these are the tools for you. Okay. What should we do next, Matt? What have we not covered yet?
I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to quickly go into paper, and then I've got a special announcement for the end. We already talked about National Scrapbooking Day.
Well, we'll throw that up at the end as well.
Yeah, we'll throw that back up again. So I've got some new lines from Echo Park. These did come in a little while ago, but we did not do a live last week. So we have Off to School, which includes 12 by 12.
You're too high.
Well, I'm going to bring a whole bunch.
Okay.
You told me not to move it.
No, I know, but you were hiding something. Okay.
So we've got Off to School, and this one is obviously great for back to school. What we liked most about this is that it wasn't too kindergarten, preschool little kid, but so it would be good for older kids. It would even be great for teens in some case, maybe not the crayons. But just it's a really fun, bright, and colorful set of papers. Perfect for school. I know school is almost at its end, but maybe if you're making teacher's gifts or just documenting the year as it comes to an end, then this would be a good line for you. Next up is Summer Vibes.
We have some people just joining if you want to repeat the fact that we're having glitch.
Okay. Matt says we've got some people joining us a little bit late. So if you haven't noticed, technology is not our friend tonight. We're trying to go slow. We're trying to just place and point and not have too many hand gestures. But if you can just stick with us a little while longer, we promise to make it worth your while. Thank you again for your patience. And yeah, so here we are with some Echo Park goodies. And we just talked about school. Leading into school, or leading out of school, I guess is the case, is Summer Vibes. So we've got some pool inflatables. We've got sunglasses, surfboards, palm trees, all the good stuff. Matt, do you remember if we have single sheets on this one?
I do not think so.
Okay, we do not. We think we just have collections and ephemera, but you can always go to our website and check the new arrivals section because it'll all be there. Now, today is May 1st, so check April 1st. Check May if you can't find it. And you can always just search by brand for Echo Park or Summer Vibes, which is the title. All right. Next up, I'm gonna keep in summer. Whoops! As I drop stuff, summer also means road trips, and that brings us to let's take the trip. So this one has collection packs, so we may be waiting for our second round of orders on these. So if you don't see it in the system, more is on its way. We have ephemera and die cuts, and we have two super cute washi tapes, airplanes, and then more of a, I'm going to call it a destination board, like in the airport. Let's go. Probably not showing up well on the camera, but nice soft colors. It's got that retro feel without it being too dark and grungy. I know that this cloud paper has already done very well for us, and some great road trip and staycation type travel stuff really coming into play here. And then last but not least, from Echo Park, we have Sunflower Summer. This line has been moving really well. We've been picking a lot of the papers. It's got beautiful flowers. It's got cute little bees, baskets, seed packets, all kinds of fun stuff. There is a coordinating solids pack, which I'll just quickly show. 6x6, and then the 3 different die cut packs as well. Bright and cheerful. This would be fantastic for Mother's Day or any summer birthdays that you may have coming up. So that is new from, that last one was Cartabella, which means it's on that thicker paper. It is rich and beautiful to play with. And all the rest were Echo Park. So lots of fun. Lots of fun. Okay. Next up, we're going to keep going with paper. So again, trying really hard not to be too...
Don't go height slide them in. If you keep everything at that level, it focuses even faster.
We've got, these are called, do they have a name? These are 6x8 paper pads with elements for fussy cutting. So we have baby boy, baby girl, we have sports up here, and we have steampunk. And I'm just going to open one page. So here we've got the patterned paper on the one side and the fussy cutting on the other side. So all my fussy cutting friends, unite. These are fabulous for creating your own embellishments. And you know what? If you're not a fussy cutter, this page is maybe not a great example, but some of the ones I saw, you could use a circle punch or a circle die. You could just cut into rectangles and more like a cut apart card and have lots of fantastic options. Now, I'm not sure if I said off the top, these are from Minte. And so they've got that great vintage feel. And I know we already had a few people eyeing up the steampunk one. I think that one will go very, very quickly. All right. I had intended to show all of these lines opened up, but we'll try and be gentle. Oh, I got them mixed up too. Hang on. That one's wrong. Bear with me. All right, let's start with Darlene's. Lilac Garden. I'm going to slowly slide off here. So a beautiful, beautiful, everything purple floral line from Minte. Really gorgeous colors. The purples literally leap off the page. In the collection pack, there is a bonus sheet of that fussy cutting paper on the inside. We do have the 6x6 version as well. The 6x8, let me remind you that with Minte, the 6x8 is not a sized down version of the 12x12, but it is more of a companion type line. It's got more patterns, more solids. This one's got knits and embossed areas and ginghams and whatnot. We have 2 sticker sheets. One is icons, one is words, titles, so on and so forth. And there is the paper elements line as well. Purple Lovers Unite. This one is for you. Definitely feels like spring with all that lilac. I can almost smell my lilac bush outside the front coming out of this paper.
Okay, you're going. That's all fuzzy now. You might as well just pull. Sorry. Once you place it, you got to leave it.
Okay. Next up, we have Rustic Charms. Once again, so this one's got this minty green lace and white, lots of wood grain. Again, 6x6, the companion piece or companion pad, which has some great wood grain and chipped paint. Very, very vintage. We've got stickers and again, the paper elements. Really, really pretty, soft. These would be great for weddings. All kinds of spring things. And then last but not least, my personal favorite, which is Coastal Memories.
Just place the stuff down next around it, and don't, because as soon as you're doing this, it's what causes the pixelation.
So we've got stickers, we've got die cuts. This one also, so this one has die cuts as well as the paper elements and the different elements. Beautiful teals, starfish, seagulls, all kinds of shells, very beachy, and truly is Coastal Memories. So those are 3 brand new lines from Minte, including those 4 additional fussy cutting pads. And man, I know technology is not my friend, so thank you everyone for your patience. We do have one last thing to share with you. And this one shouldn't affect my camera because Matt's got a slideshow for us. So yesterday, Spellbinders announced something very, very small, and that is the Platinum Scout. This is your Platinum 6 put through the shrink ray gun and made tiny. The opening is approximately 3.5 inches wide. It is the biggest of the mini compact cutters that is out there in the market, and I think people are going to love it. This one here is the white Platinum Scout. The other thing that's really cool, and I think we'll get to it in a few minutes, but I will mention to it now. No, that's not what I was going to do. There is a full mini set of universal plates. So just in the last year or so, Spellbinders came out with the universal plate system, which makes it easy for doing the 3D embossing folders. Well, now with this one, you get mini universal plates that are 3.5 by 9 inches long. Inside the Platinum Scout, this cute little guy, it is all steel construction, and so that is good, solid quality. And you also get a die, you get an embossing folder, and it weighs about 2.5 pounds. When Nicole from Spellbinders was showing it to us, she was carrying it around and holding it up with just one hand. So while it is a sturdy little workhorse, it is not going to be difficult to travel with. And I think it's going to be a really, really powerful, tiny, small and mighty tool. Now, I just showed you the white one, and maybe, Matt, you can please go back to the first slide. We'll talk a little bit about pricing. These are only available for pre-order at this point. The launch date is June 20th, but if all goes according to plan and we have them earlier, you will be allowed to get them earlier. The white one is on pre-sale for $109.99. But wait, there's more. There is also a blue mist version. And while it looks almost white here on the screen, it is a nice soft blue with that beautiful floral decal on it. This is only available at independent retailers. So you cannot get this from Spellbinders. You cannot get this from Scrapbook.com. You cannot find it on Amazon or anywhere else. It is only available at your favorite independent stores
like
or store, specifically the Paper Crafters Workshop. And it will be on pre-sale for $115.99. Again, launch date of June 20th. The primary difference, besides the beautiful look of the blue, there is also a slightly different die and embossing folder as well. So as I was talking earlier, you get that universal plate system. With the Blue Mist independent version, you get blue plates. With the white one, you get clear plates. There is a different folder, a different die set. And I'm really encouraged that if they are going to come out with this little mini machine, that there are going to be more mini embossing folders and mini friendly dies coming in the future as well.
Well, those folks who have been getting the advent calendars from Spellbinders.
Oh, that's an excellent point. So as Matt is saying, if you are a Spellbinders Advent fan, all of your Advent calendar goodies will work in this mini die cutting machine. We have already placed our order for these guys. We have a series of them coming in. If they sell out, I mean, it's not like they are gonna it's not a one and done. But I did see on our retailer page that the whites are sold out at Spellbinders. So I'm gonna tell you to get the blue one anyways, because it's just pretty. But if you would prefer to have a little sister for your Platinum 6, then go for the white. You can always add your own decals and decorate your own way as well. But it is at this point first come, first served. So you can go right ahead and pre-order those right on our website. Any questions?
No.
All right. Well, I'm just going to, instead of coming back to my super glitchy camera, I'm going to just leave you, and maybe Matt can just go back to that last reminder for what's coming up this weekend. I will sign off with reminding you and wishing you a happy National Scrapbooking Day. All paper crafters unite and celebrate this weekend, and do watch your inbox and watch our social channels for something exciting to celebrate this crafty holiday that we get just for us. Until next week, we will see you all later. Have a wonderful evening.